The neighbor's Ring doorbell showed my husband's double life. My neighbor's Ring doorbell blasted a package thief alert, and the thief was my husband's mouth on Lisa's porch. Not a misprint. His lips. On her face. That fisheye lens framed a PG-13 porch kiss like it was prepping for trial. I screenshot, zoomed again, and there it was. His wrist tattoo. The discount infinity symbol he swore meant balance. Balance where, sir? I replied, neighbors, HOA, Lisa's husband, and, because I contain multitudes, his HR's generic inbox with a tidy PDF titled Tuesday, 8:43 p.m., not traffic. Timestamps, Uber receipts, and one highlighted line, client dinner, pasta, and betrayal. Quick rewind before the torches. 7 years married. The itch isn't folklore. Studies show risk spikes around year 7. About 20% of men and 13% of women admit cheating. Translation: vulnerability meets routine, novelty starves, and people rationalize. I thought we were the 80% protected by calendars, carpools, and casseroles. We were not. Seatbelts optional. We're doing this at 35 in a school zone. Suburbia on autopilot in the lie. 7 years, 2 kids, 1 mortgage, a minivan that smells like pirate snack on yogurt. My suburban personality is brings napkins. My superpower is identifying stains by texture. Our calendar looks like a hospital monitor. Sprints, client dinners, gym nights, a triathlon of alibis powered by a protein shaker that never holds protein. Then, hairline cracks. New cologne named Executive Fog. Phone flipped face down like it was shy. Gym bag returning home smelling like citrus and lies. I chose peace over paranoia because it's cheaper than therapy and less crunchy than crystals. He's stressed, I told myself. He's efficient, I told my therapist. Hypothetically, if someone's love language is calendar invites, am I the invite? His parking strategy toured streets that are not ours. He announced Lisa's trash day with the authority of a sanitation czar. Our block is Tuesday. Lisa's is Thursday. I learned this by accident, then accidentally learned it again. How was the gym? I asked. Fob's broken, he said. Twice. Fascinating, because my fob scanned me like a lovable barcode every time. I even tried his fob. Beep. Welcome. The turnstile preferred me. Same. Saturday team brunch joined the liturgy. His coworkers normally document staplers. Suddenly phones were banned like joy. We're present, he said, which is cheater for we're elsewhere. So I stopped narrating myself into a corner. Until the neighborhood watch thread yodeled package thief alert, and I pressed play like opening a cursed email. The doorbell didn't catch a thief. It caught choreography, and the choreographer promised me forever. I used to believe marriages crack like ice with a dramatic sound. Turns out, they dissolve like sugar in tea. Slow, then gone. I told myself I was safe because PTA signups and shared Netflix profiles mean roots. But roots don't stop termites. Vigilance does. I wasn't vigilant. I was polite. Micro red flags that did jazz hands. The medley began. Saturday team brunch. He'd leave in a sweater that whispered investor confidence and return sun-kissed with a vanilla sugar aura like he'd been hugged by a bakery. Jade once boomeranged 12 forks clinking, now radio silence. No photos? I asked. We're present, he said. Translation. We're elsewhere. The toothbrush incident. He brought home a second toothbrush for the gym. Sir, where is the gym plumbing behind the kettlebells? I held it up like Exhibit A. Explain the bristles. Hygiene, he said. Cool. Hot yoga with oral care, I said, and shelved it under satire. Uber triangulation. Receipts clustered in a 2-block radius around Lisa's cul-de-sac. Same driver, same time, like he set his life to repeating event. I mapped it because I am spite with a spreadsheet. The pins formed a heart if you squinted and hated yourself. Cologne escalation. New scent. Boardroom pines. He sprayed it at bedtime to relax. That's not a bedtime smell. That's a second family audition. Sample lady, he shrugged. Did she spritz your conscience too? I asked the air. Phone policy updates. His phone became a rare bird. Face down, Face ID only, notifications off, privacy filter darker than my humor. Meanwhile, my phone is one flan recipe away from public access. Jim Fob melodrama. It's broken. Twice. We went together once. He forgot his shoes. He stood in jeans holding a water bottle like a prop. I ran a treadmill mile while he texted the team, which I now know is spelled all I-S-A. Trash day scholarship. Lisa's bins roll Thursday, so parking's easier, he mused. He does not live there. We are not the parking committee. Why are you fluent in her sanitation schedule? Microstory. He asked for a car hoodie. The hoodie migrated and never returned. On ring night, guess who's in my navy hoodie? I screamed into a pillow like a responsible adult. Another micro, I asked. For a Saturday photo, he sent a blurry omelet. Zoom revealed a second plate reflected in his sunglasses. He wrote, "Chef's table." I wrote, "Ghost breakfast." He started narrating his whereabouts like a podcast nobody asked to subscribe to. Hopping into a stand-up. Grabbing protein. Quick sauna. Yet his Apple Watch tan line stayed pale, and his calves remained spiritually opposed to stairs. Cardio is not a rumor. It leaves evidence. The calendar tells on you. He blocked sprints across evenings that used to be hours. The kids stopped asking if he was reading bedtime and started asking if my phone could. I became the Wi-Fi for everyone's feelings. He became generous with critique. You've been distracted. You should get back to yoga. Translation. Notice me, but not where I am. Lisa drifted into sentences like an accident. Lisa's car? Did you see the new model? Lisa's porch light is too bright. Lisa's husband travels a lot. Her life became weather, remarked upon, never entered. The neighbor watch thread learned a new sound. His car idling like a secret. The bumper dent he calls character appeared in blurry thumbnails like a watermark. A raccoon tripped a motion sensor. His silhouette stepped into frame. The comments stayed cute. My stomach did not. He bought a candle called Moonlight Linen. Our house smells like snacks and crayons, not linen. For focus, he said. Focus on what? Maritime law? He downgraded our rituals. Friday movie became late deploy. Sunday pancakes became macro day. The kids ate cereal and resilience. I learned the shape of a lonely kitchen at 9:12 p.m. My inner lawyer kept filing motions. Objection. Relevance. Toothbrush. Sustained. Objection. Speculation. Trash day. Overruled by pattern. When you're healthy, coincidence is random. When you're not, coincidence is choreography. Then came ring night. Package thief alert. Tap. Street cam. Our sedan gliding like it pays taxes. Porch cam. Knock, door, soft kiss, jaw cup, I know by muscle memory. You don't realize how many gestures have your name on them until they sign someone else's receipt. In the comments, Janet typed, "Angle down for faces. Rachel D. Med, want the raw?" The floor tilted. I typed yes like a code word, and a folder named Doorbell Fun. Zip turned my marriage into math. The ring thread that punched me in the spleen. The thread refreshes, and my organs stage a walkout. Thumbnail. Our curb, our maple, our sedan easing in like it, pays HOA dues. Caption. Package thief alert. Cute. The only thing stolen is my ability to swallow. Play. Street cam shows his silhouette I could spot across a stadium, left shoulder dipped, that bounce I once translated as tender. The timestamp smirks. Tuesday, 8:41 p.m., 2 minutes before running late. Cut to porch cam. The fisheye holds its breath as he lifts his hand to knock. Knuckles, I know, like I know my kids' birth weights. Lisa opens fast, like she's been listening for that rhythm. They hug in the doorway. Too practiced for secrecy, too gentle for accident. Then the kiss. Not messy, not panicked, not tipsy. Soft. He cups her jaw with the palm that steadied me during contractions. Betrayal doesn't arrive as fireworks. It arrives as your gestures wearing somebody else's name tag. Comments bloom with Midwestern chaos. Recognize the car? Zoom? Is that? Hush? I ossify. My brain tries a diplomatic lie. Maybe a look-alike. Maybe performance art. Then the camera snitches the tattoo, his discount infinity loop listing starboard. Hope dies in a sensible cardigan. A DM arrives from Rachel. Want the raw? She drops a folder named Doorbell Fun. Bad zip, because the universe enjoys irony. I type yes, like it's CPR. Inside. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Monday. 2 knocks. The head tilt I once found adorable. In. Wednesday. He scans the street like a raccoon on scholarship, slides inside. Friday, he carries takeout, my navy hoodie forming a disloyal flag. I scrub frame by frame, a rookie detective with a bleeding heart. Pause on hoodie, mine. Pause on wrist, his. Pause on goodbye, her door frame holding the weight meant for our hallway. The porch light blinks twice, a lighthouse for the truth. I hear my pulse in my teeth. The neighborhood chorus keeps typing, angle down for faces. The retired judge 2 doors down adds, chain matters, like our cul-de-sac is a courtroom in practical shoes. I mute the thread and write 1 sentence in notes. He is cheating. I delete it. Then I write it again, and my hands stop shaking. It's strange what your body records without your permission. His laugh lives in my ribs. His knuckle knock exists in my bones. Now those sounds belong to a porch, not mine. Cognitive dissonance isn't thunder. It's a fluorescent buzz you can't locate, just a wrongness humming behind your eyes. Rachel pings again. Dan has a side yard cam. Dan, patron saint of angles, sends a link. Side view. My hoodie ghosting past the gate, his profile turning, 2 soft laughs, the door closing like a churning.
Verdict. I sit at the table and arrange my face into the shape of a plan. The camera's not cruel, it's concise. It loves light. Tonight, it loves me enough to tell the truth I didn't want. I open a fresh spreadsheet and title it Regret Analytics. Column A, date. Column B, excuse. Column C, camera. Column D, witness, porch light, raccoon, my own nervous system. The house hums the note of a refrigerator at peace. Mine won't be for a while. I type anyway. Press play. Patterns love alibis. I unzip Doorbell Fun, dip like a cursed cookbook, and start measuring lies in teaspoons. Monday 1st. Text from him. Wrapping up. Video. Wrapping arms. I paste the URL into the sheet, align to the calendar entry, code freeze, and fill the cell hazard orange. Science begins in petty. Wednesday. Traffic is chaos. Waze says the road is a museum. Quiet, orderly, closed after 5. The porch light blinks twice at 8:40 and 9:12. I write a formula for my sanity. Equals F and. Excuse equals traffic. Cam equals porch. Clownery. Review. The cell returns clownery with the confidence of a valedictorian. Friday is takeout. He texts. Grabbing food for a late one. Card logs. Trattoria Fig. I call. Pickup name? The host cheerfully confirms 2 entrees, extra bread, 2 forks. My heart hurts in a very specific place right behind my sternum labeled for muffins and betrayal. Neighbor Dan's side yard cam adds a subwoofer. The particular rhythm of our door knocking, now scored for someone else's evening. I log it under acoustic malfeasance. I am not well, but I am efficient. I pull 6 months of phone records and filter by tower ID. His nights orbit Lisa's cul-de-sac like a satellite powered by Audacity. Uber receipts cluster 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. Same driver, same blue mailbox landmark. I DM the driver your classic lost item script. He replies, he's a regular. I hate the word regular the way I hate mildew. Quiet, invasive, avoidable until it isn't. Gym fob data sits there like a punchline. Last check-in, 3 months ago. Mine, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, angry cardio for the innocent. I print the report and label it the absence of abs. Electricity logs? Rachel shares her smart home dashboard. Thursday, porch light on at 8:38, off at 9:12. Friday, blink blink. Each flicker maps to 5 out and almost there. Almost where, sir? I export Ring Originals with metadata, calculate hashes, duplicate to 3 locations. Cloud named No Fresh Lies, external drive, liar be gone, thumb drive, banana bread for the prophecy of Miss Klein's carbs. I am my own IT department, legal assistant, and chaos archivist. The only thing I'm not is surprised anymore. Then I turn the camera on myself, like an honest scientist. Am I curating coincidences into conspiracy? Confirmation bias is hungry. It will eat context to feel full. So I pull threads. If this is a story I'm building, it collapses when any line is cut. I cut. The wrist tattoo holds, the hoodie holds, the takeout holds, the porch light holds, the side yard laugh holds. His on my way texts sync with window reflections where his fingers type, pause, type. Timecode twins with betrayal. The story doesn't collapse. I do not either. I add a column called Doubt because I refuse to make a cult of my certainty. Doubt asks reasonable questions. Could he be comforting a friend? The camera answers no with the universality of gravity. Could it be a one-off? Monday, Wednesday, Friday disagree. Could he be in crisis? He is, but not the kind that cures with soup. Work policy joins the party. Section 7B. No fraternization with clients or client-adjacent persons. I highlight real or perceived. Perceived is doing weighted lunges on a porch 3 doors from my children's bedrooms. I screenshot, paste, title it scripture. I cross-check Craig's travel. His LinkedIn is an airport mood board. His out-of-town days sometimes map to my husband's cardio. I resist the DM. Tell your friend to take the stairs back to integrity. Instead, I tag the column when Craig flies, ethics dies, and smile one of those thin, stainless steel smiles. I light the moonlight linen candle he brought home. Inhale bergamot and denial. It smells like a clean lie. I blow it out. The house returns to crayons and honest air. At some point, my spreadsheet stops being a coping mechanism and becomes a map. The pattern is a drumbeat. He knocks the same way, at the same minutes, under the same light. My chest stops trying to be polite and becomes a metronome. The seconds tell the truth. The hour performs. I add an ethics tab labeled "If he gaslights." Read aloud. It includes the chain of custody steps even my retired judge neighbor would pat. It includes 2 screenshots side by side, his traffic bubble and an empty street. It includes the line my therapist underlined, "Your nervous system is not lying." I circle it again, just because repetition is kinder than rage. I close the laptop and place my hand flat on the cover like a vow. Then I open notes and write it a 3rd time. He
Is cheating. I do not delete it. The word sits there and does not explode. It just exists, plain as the porch light, exact as time. Detective mode, receipts in formation. I turn the dining table into a cheerful little war room. Laptop glowing, printer warmed like a loyal space heater. Highlighters arranged in a rainbow that meant business. Telecom first, because nothing snitches like a billing system with itemized confidence. I downloaded 6 months of call detail records, filtered by Tower ID, and watched his nights circle the same cul-de-sac like a moth with a gym membership. CSV exported, dropped into the sheet, conditional format set to paint the orbit red. Pattern says hello, loudly. Uber next. Bless those receipts and their tiny novel of truth. Same driver, same 8:30 window, blue mailbox landmark like a friend who gossips. I sent the lost item message, navy hoodie, sentimental, would love it back. Driver replied, he's a regular at the blue box. Regular lands in my chest like mildew, quiet, persistent, avoidable until it isn't. I pasted the exchange, time-stamped it, and labeled the row. Consistency, but make it dumb. Trattoria Fig confirmed the 2 fork felonies with the innocence of hospitality. Yes, 2 entrees, extra bread. He's sweet. He always says thank you. Great. Polite about theft. I added a column called courtesy tax and charged him 100% of my patients. Gym fob data took no prisoners. Portal shows his last check-in 3 months ago. Mine, annoyingly earnest. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. I printed both charts, stapled them together, and titled the packet "The Absence of Abs." If pettiness could testify, it would wear a suit. I walked the chain like a clerk who loves rules. Exported original Ring MP4s, captured SA256 hashes, wrote the hash values on sticky notes, and stuck them to the cases like little legal name tags. Zipped a copy to No Fresh Lies, mirrored to Liar Be Gone, tucked banana bread into a fireproof envelope with a flourish that felt like church. Chain of custody isn't sexy, it's a spine. Then I added policy. Section 7B printed, highlighted real or perceived conflicts, and slipped into a sleeve marked scripture. I clipped a screenshot of his company's Respect at Work slide, the one they trot out next to bagels, and parked it beside the porch kiss like an awkward before and after. I checked my own blind spots again because I refused to major in certainty. I made a page titled "Confirmation Bias Says Boo" and tried to scare myself straight. If I'm wrong, pull any thread. I tugged the hoodie, the wrist, the window reflection that synced his texting with my phone's ding like a duet neither of us wanted. Threads held. Doubt didn't vanish. It sat in a chair and nodded at the evidence like a grown-up. I called utility companies with my customer service, but deadly tone. Hi, I'm consolidating logs for an HOA safety review. Porchlight data forwarded, motion timestamps exported, all roads pointing to the same theater and the same leading man. I circled the overlap between light blinks and almost there texts, drew a little lighthouse, and wrote, "Electricity speaks plainly." Maya texted, "Spine check?" I sent a photo of the binder tabs, timeline, digital, financial, policy, custody. She replied with a spine emoji and, "Bring banana bread to your own trial." I drafted the HR packet, anonymous compliance tip written like a recipe. 1 cup timestamps, 2 cups policy, pinch of screenshots.
saved in drafts because timing is a season. I wrote a separate doc titled If He Says Deep Fake, attached tattoo close-ups, hoodie fiber strand, window reflection duet, and a link to the retired judge's porch cam overview. It read like a syllabus for a class called Honesty 101, taught by a doorbell. Finally, I wrote a page for future me, the one who would wobble at 2 a.m. It said, "Familiar doesn't mean safe. His voice does not outrank your eyes. The body keeps score, but your spreadsheets keep receipts." I slipped it under the top cover like a note in a lunchbox. Then I shut the binder and let the table be a table for exactly 3 breaths before phase 2 began. The calm before detonation, spaghetti night. I salted the water like a ritual and pretended steam could erase pixels. He walked in humming the song that used to mean Friday and now means discovery. He kissed our daughter's hair, high-fived our son, set his phone face down like the table might gossip, and did his charming shrug at me, filed under Exhibit F, familiarity as camouflage. I plated bowls and asked, "Light as basil, how were sprints?" "Brutal," he said, twirling noodles like a man unacquainted with sharp edges. "We're pushing a release." "Tuesday," I said, buttering bread. "Around 8:41? He blinked, but his fork didn't. "Roughly." We did bedtime choreography. He read precisely 2 pages, the ones that don't require attention, then stood to finish an email. I kissed foreheads like vows and went downstairs to fold dish towels into courage. He
Dropped onto the couch at a 45-degree angle, relax mode, scrolling a dog video with wholesome laughter. Betrayal is cruel because it borrows your living room lighting. "You good?" he asked, the caring tone mask adjusted with a practiced hand. "I'm preparing for the neighborhood watch meeting," I said. "Angle coverage overview." "Fun," he said, not hearing the subtext or pretending not to. "Want me to come?" "Definitely," I said. "Community." He smiled, confident in his costume. After dishes, I stood in the mirror and practiced 5 sentences until the muscles around them felt like metal. I braided my hair like rope, put on the unbothered sweater, and shoved chapstick in my pocket because some battles are won by small comforts. At 2, I sat across from an attorney whose blazer could slice bread. I said, "Ring, metadata, 7B, kids." She said, "Exclusive occupancy, temporary custody, parenting app, police station exchanges." We made a checklist that would make a project manager cry happy tears. She asked, "Reveal?" I said, "Controlled, projector, cookies, witnesses who knit." She grinned. "File the instant he denies." On the drive home, I let a single clean cry exit my body, careful enough not to smudge my eyeliner because competency is sometimes pettiness. I called Maya. "Curtain at 7, I said. "Banana bread in the wings." "Lighting and moral support," she answered. "I'll bring both." Back in the kitchen, I mixed batter and thought about the physics of quiet, how silence weighs less when it belongs to you. I texted him the meeting time. He thumb-upped, the laziest hieroglyph. The kids colored dinosaurs at the table. My son asked if a T-Rex can have a house with locks. "Yes," I said, throat hot, "and the key lives with people who love him." He nodded like an oath. At 6:40, I packed the tote. Binder, banana bread, a thumb drive labeled consequences, breath mints, legal pad titled things I won't say out loud. I kissed my kids, counted to 8 for each cheek because superstition grows where trust collapses, and told them there were cookies at the meeting. My daughter whispered, "Get the bad guy." I said, "I'm getting the truth." We walked into the community room with fluorescent lights and coffee breath. HOA guy adjusted his clipboard like it gave him power. Rachel gave me the tiniest nod. HDMI hummed. I set banana bread on the table. I sat front row. I put my hand on the tote and felt the binder's spine press back. Then I breathed in, breathed out, and let the calm become a stage. Neighborhood meeting ambush. HOA guy clears his throat like it has bylaws. "We'll start with last Tuesday's angle coverage." He gestures to Rachel, who's already cued the street cam. My tote sits at my feet like a docile animal with teeth. The projector blooms, our block in grayscale calm. My sedan glides in like it pays dues on time. A couple of neighbors murmur the way people do when they recognize a jacket before a face. I raise my hand. PTA polite? "Could we pull up Birch, 8:40 to 9:15? Safety pattern review." Rachel's cursor hops. Street cam first. Then she toggles to Lisa's porch. Timestamp 8:41. The double tap knock, the doorway hug, the soft porch kiss.
The room inhales. Someone whispers, "Oh." I don't look at Lisa. I look at the pixels. Pixels keep promises better. "Let's maintain decorum," HOA guy squeaks, clutching his clipboard like a flotation device. "Absolutely," I say, voice even. "We're clarifying traffic." I nod to Rachel. Side yard angle joins. My navy hoodie, his swivel, the slide inside. The porch light blinks twice like it wants to testify under oath. A chair scrapes. Craig stands, jaw telegraphing earthquakes. "Lisa." Just her name, and it lands like gravel. She stares at her hands, knuckles white. "Context matters," I continue, stepping into the aisle with my stack. Tuesday, traffic. Wednesday, wrapping up. Friday, grabbing food for a late one. I place 3 stills on the projector cart. Tattoo at 8:41, hoodie at 8:43, takeout bag at 9:02. Angles don't gossip, they report. The door opens. He walks in, late to his own evidence. His eyes find the infinity loop on a 90-inch screen, and his face drains like a printer out of cyan. "That's not me," he says. "It's always the first line in the bad script." "Then your twin steals hoodies," I reply, "and your tattoo moonwalked." He tries to smile like we're adorable. "Babe, outside? You're escalated." "I'm alphabetized," I say, "and we're keeping the room safe." He pivots to the audience. "We shouldn't involve neighbors." The neighbors blink, present. "Public porches don't come with NDAs," I answer. I set the spreadsheet like cards. Timestamps, Uber logs, gym fob absence, electricity blinks. HOA guy clears again. "We are a safety forum." Exactly. And this was a pattern of unscheduled night activity at a residence with traveling spouse. I move one still toward the retired judge, who adjusts her glasses and nods. Chain acknowledged. He grasps for benevolence. She kissed me. The room doesn't believe in immaculate initiation. "Comfort," he adds quickly. "She's been going through." "Craig's flights," I finish. We all saw the suitcases. Craig's knuckles flare. "We're not doing this here." But here is where the angles live. A neighbor in the back. Janet, popcorn without the pan, mutters. Angle down for faces, out of habit. Rachel obliges. The kiss is undeniable. The room hits silent. Then sympathy's weird opposite. He shifts to indignation. "You stalked me." "The doorbell did," I say. "I organized." HOA guy tries to shepherd us back to raccoons. I give him a nod that says soon. 2 more clips. I lift a palm, count with fingers. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Rachel taps. They play, 6 seconds each, just enough to pin a pattern to the corkboard of public memory. Lisa whispers, "Please stop," and the air dents around her. I soften, just there, and then I don't. Love can hold 2 truths. Evidence needs 1. My attorney's text buzzes in my pocket. "File now?" Maya's follows. "Breathe, then drop the line." I inhale. This is a courtesy notice. Exclusive occupancy in process. Temporary custody filing tonight. HR investigation initiated under 7B. I look at him. Pack a bag. Not the good towels. A few neighbors shift. Some pity. Some relief. Some inventorying their own porches. The retired judge lifts one neat hand. For anyone worried about legality. Public-facing cams, chain preserved, admissible. She sets it down. Verdict on the house. He steps toward me. Old muscle memory, and I step back. New one. "Do not touch me during evidence," I say, heatless. He tries a final mask. Earnest, moist. "We can fix." "We won't," I say, clean as paper. "The kids are coloring. They will continue to. You will message only in the parenting app." Motion to return to agenda, HOA guy blurts, desperate for squirrels. Laughter skitters, grateful for exits. Seconded, I say. But first, a note. Lock your cars, and if your porch light blinks at 8:41, trust it. As Rachel tabs back to raccoons with a baguette, the projector hum softens. My tote feels lighter. Bananas and consequences do that. I sit. Maya slides banana bread onto my lap like a medal. Craig doesn't sit. Lisa doesn't either. The room remembers its purpose. Packages, prowlers, community. And just under the fluorescent buzz, my chest hears a quieter metronome. Seconds telling the truth.
The hour catching up. Confrontation. Deny. Deflect. Detonate. That angle distorts, he insists, voice pitched for.
Reasonable man theater. Fisheyes lie. Then why does your fisheye lie in my hoodie with your discount infinity loop, I say? Did a handsome thrift ghost kiss Lisa on your behalf? Half smile, once a peace flag, now a form letter. Babe, step outside, you're escalated. I'm alphabetized, I say. And your alibi cardio is winded. He clocks the room, neighbors, clipboards, my kids coloring brontosauruses, and pivots to statesman. We shouldn't involve the community, he announces to the community. Private matters deserve privacy. Public porches don't come with NDAs, I say, laying a spreadsheet like tarot. Tuesday, traffic. Side yard, laughter. Wednesday, wrapping up. Street cam, your bounce. Friday, 2 forks, 1 branzino, courage in a paper bag. He reaches for the classic. She kissed me. Craig snorts, feral. Try again. Comfort. She's been going through. Craig's travel schedule, I say. The algorithm noticed. Lisa whispers, please stop, and the plural dents the air. He switches to accusation. You stalked my data. That's toxic. A doorbell did the heavy lifting, I say. I brought literacy and HDMI. He glances at me, then the projection, then HR in his imagination. Did you HR? Compliance loves dessert, I say. I sent samples, not the cake. He tries contrition light. I'm sorry you feel. Wrong branch, I cut. Try, I'm sorry I did. Throat works. I messed up. Present tense, I say. Also past, continuous, and perfect. We can fix this, he pleads, soft enough to bruise fruit. Family therapy, a reset, date night, just us, no phones. You had plenty of no phones, I say. My family is in the back with crayons. They showed up. You didn't. He reaches for my wrist, old reflex, and I step back. New one. Do not touch me during evidence. He hardens. You'll ruin everything. My career, our home. You ruined nouns, I say. Career, marriage, Tuesday. He tries legal cosplay. You can't use that footage. It's illegal. Public view, chain preserved, metadata intact, I answer. The retired judge lifts a chin. Footage stands, she says, mercy-free. He scrambles for math. It was one mistake. Monday, Wednesday, Friday is a class schedule, I say. Elective, audacity. He smears. You're vindictive. I'm documented. Outside, he hisses. The kids. They're hearing crayons, I say. They'll keep hearing crayons, because we're done. He tries a Hail Mary. What about the kids' stability? We can separate quietly, take time, spare them. Stability looks like truth on time, I say. Not porchlight Morse. He lowers his voice. I'll quit my job. I'll block Lisa. I'll change my number. I'll give you everything. Just don't. Publicly. Sir, I say, clean as glass. You made it public at 8:41. My phone buzzes. Attorney, file now. Maya, breathe, then drop the line. I inhale, exhale the verdict. Temporary custody. Exclusive occupancy. Parenting app only. Police station exchanges. Pack a bag. Not the good towels. Babe. Sir, I correct. Craig stands to full height, voice low. Lisa, stand up. She doesn't. He does it for both of them. My husband's eyes shine. Please, stop bargaining with a receipt, I say. The total is due. He looks at the projector, at me, at the door, and settles on indignation. This is humiliating. Correct, I say. Thank the ring. HOA guy, trembling clipboard. Motion to return to agenda? Seconded, I say. And neighbors, lock cars, trust your lights. I sit. He doesn't. The room remembers squirrels. The truth, already filed, does not care. Fallout. Group chat justice is swift. 10 steps from the projector. My phone convulses like it touched a live wire. The neighborhood thread detonates. Eye emojis marching. Call me now. 3 popcorn gifts from Janet, who has never once brought actual popcorn. Someone types, I knew that dent.
which is rude and correct. The mom's chat pivots from snack duty to crisis ops. Are you safe? Do you want lasagna? Do you want the good lasagna or the petty lasagna with extra cheese because men are lactose intolerant to consequences? Petty, please. A sign-up sheet appears like FEMA, but with Pyrex. Dawn grabs Wednesday dinner. Priya volunteers a breakfast casserole and vengeance prayers. Unknown number. I'm Meredith, his boss's wife. Call me. I call with my customer service voice holding a blowtorch. She whispers, say less, which is Southern for I already started. 30 seconds later, I'm inside a thread labeled compliance but fun. HR Bun. 2 corporate besties. Policy 7B highlighted like scripture. Bun writes, you handle the locks, we'll handle the badges. How it morphs into court TV. Retired judge neighbor drops, admissible if chain maintained. My binder purrs. Someone reposts street cam with angle down for faces, not clouds. Practical. Savage. Rachel pins a doc. How to export ring with metadata. It gets more hearts than the cookie roster. Craig doesn't text me. He opens a family thread titled E-Explanations with 3
clips, and we'll speak to counsel. Lisa's aunt replies with praying hands, then immediately leaves the chat. Christmas resigns. My sister. Do I key his car or are we evolved? My mom. Do you need a lawyer? I watched a podcast. I reply, handled. Please holster the podcast. He launches an apology sprint. We need to talk. It's not what it looks like. I panicked. Then the shift. Don't ruin my career. I respond with a screenshot of 7B and a whistle bitmoji, then mute him like a meditation bell. Midnight DMs arrive like woodland creatures. Holiday party elevator, hand on lower back. He told me to message after hours for mentorship. We didn't do anything, but it felt rehearsed. I create a folder. Pattern spotted by everyone but me. Forward to Bun. Subject line, additional sprinkles. Bun replies, received. By morning, his LinkedIn grows tumbleweeds. Open to work becomes seeking humility. Slack at his office births hashtag policy 7B. Someone posts a Ring doorbell doing jazz hands. Access revoked, laptop collected, HR escort with the gate of closure. He packs. He reaches for my good tote, sees my face, downgrades to a grocery bag that says, eat kale, not feelings. Air mattress? He asks. They deflate at 3 a.m. like remorse, I say, handing it over. He texts from an extended stay. Photo of a waffle iron like it smokes regret. This place is depressing. I answer, consequences tend to lean beige. Neighbor teens mow my lawn, then Venmo request 1 lemonade. I pay with a tip and memo, community reparations. Banana bread appears on my porch like a carb-based phoenix and disappears just as fast. The retired judge slides a post-it into my mailbox, chain intact. I press it in the binder like a leaf from the day I got my spine back. The HOA thread exhales. Reminder, Trash Thursday. Underneath, Janet adds, and truth daily. Even her gift chooses restraint. Meredith pings. For the record, he told HR you hacked him. Bun, we have logs. Corporate's calm lands like a gavel. Craig posts a Zillow link. 4-bed, 2-bath. Staging features 2 wine glasses and 0 joy. Comments stick to roof age and school ratings because Zillow is church. When I pass the open house, he nods the brief nod men save for funerals and shared disasters. I nod back, exact and unarguable. I sit on the floor, kids building a cushioned dinosaur, and text the moms. Copy on lasagna. I'll bring napkins. The phone quiets. The house has a new sound. My breathing, not waiting for a garage door. He sends one last message. You're overreacting. I reply with one word. Recorded. Financial and legal receipts. The morning after HDMI Judgment Day, I woke up and chose paperwork. Not rage. Forms. My attorney filed separation, temporary custody, and exclusive occupancy before my coffee finished judging me. 30 minutes later, a judge stamped yes, like he had brunch plans. My phone buzzed. Order granted. The house exhaled like the fridge finally got defrosted. Banks were first. I called with my polite voice, sharpened on lava, and froze the joint accounts with the tenderness of a glacier. Reason for freeze? Seasonal infidelity. Direct deposit rerouted into a new account named Me and the Kids Only. I logged out like a bouncer after last call. Then I became the IT department. Passwords everywhere.
Email, utilities, streaming, the Costco card he used to bulk buy Audacity, rotated and locked. I renamed the Wi-Fi from Johnson family to new sheriff in town and set the password to don't try it, sir, with punctuation because boundaries. Two-factor turned on like floodlights. Recovery emails scrubbed of, he's good with tech. I'm good with locks. HR moved next. Meredith looped in Bunn, who wrote, initiating investigation. Please refrain from contact. I sent a one-pager titled Summary of Policy 7B Events, plus a tidy appendix, ring exports with metadata hashes, Uber logs, card swipes, tower map, gym fob reports, and the still that ends arguments. Tattoo, hoodie, kiss, timecode. Received. Maintain chain, Bunn replied, and my soul purred in procedural. The Hague, our court-approved parenting app, went live. It timestamps, tones, and tattles. I invited him. He accepted with an emoji that thinks charm is admissible. He asked, can I have the Peloton? I offered a resistance band and a book on consequences. The Hague stamped, civil, clear. I met my lawyer again, and we built a settlement package that could cut glass. Exhibit A, master timeline. Exhibit B, original ring files with SA show 25/6 checksums and chain of custody signed by Rachel and retired Judge Neighbor. Exhibit C, gym fob attendance, subtitle, The Absence of Abs. Exhibit D, company policy 7B highlighted like scripture. Exhibit E, custody proposal anchored in boring stability, primary to me, structured visitation to him, exchanges at the police station because ambiance matters. Clause, no overnights with romantic partners during temp orders. I laminated it out of spite and foresight. Credit bureaus heard from me.
Right after lunch. Fraud alert placed because revenge loves store cards. I pulled my report, highlighted open accounts like I was grading a test, and filed the clean page under bless this boring line. I opened a P.O. box, the spiritual opposite of a porch, and moved key addresses: school, pediatrician, therapist, insurance, the librarian who knows my hold shelf by smell. Beneficiaries updated, emergency contacts edited. There is a holy light that shines when removing a grown man from your life insurance. He emailed through counsel. My client seeks an amicable private resolution. Amicable is court for hush. I answered with 6 bullets and a final line. Transparent settlement or litigation. Choose. He replied, let's talk offline. I sent a calendar link titled No More Offline. Evidence housekeeping mattered, so I exported a fresh set of ring originals, verified the hashes matched, and uploaded to 3 places. No Fresh Lies Cloud, Liar Be Gone Drive, Banana Bread Thumb, then logged a chain note with date, device, witness. I slid it into the binder behind a tab labeled Judges Like This Part. HR called with calm that sounded like closure. Preliminary finding. Violation of 7B corroborated by third-party video and internal records. Outcome. Termination for cause. Please put that in writing for the court. Of course, Bunn said, and Angels filed it as Exhibit F. Court set our first hearing. I printed the notice on nice paper so my calm could dress up. I stood alone in the kitchen and stuck a fresh sticky note to the fridge. Seconds beat hours. Then I turned the page in my binder, titled it Paid Piece, and started a list. Locks changed, car title copied, school looped, kids' passports checked. Boring as a fortress. Consequences with interest. He lost the job before the rumor knew where to sit. HR Bunn's letter arrived with corporate politeness and the force of a closing door. Termination for cause, policy 7B, corroborated by third-party video and internal records. Severance evaporated. Access revoked. His badge went quiet. LinkedIn turned devotional. Humbled, seeking growth, and even his college buddy unreacted, synergy. Ripple 2, women. Not a flood, a steady line of headlights. A junior analyst emailed Bunn and CC'd me from a parking lot, voice memo shaking. Late messages about mentorship. He called it coaching. It felt like homework for a class I didn't sign up for. Screenshots attached. 10:56 p.m., still up? Quick questions. Heart-eyes reaction to her status update. I forwarded to Bunn under the subject pattern, not episode. She replied, logged. Another. Holiday party, elevator, hand too low on the back. She said, nothing happened unless you count how I avoided the kitchen for 6 months. I typed back, I count it. Forward what you want, keep what you need.
She sent one line. "Thank you for believing me," before I finished the sentence. A contractor DM'd. He asked for my personal number in case Slack goes down. Slack did not go down. A temp added. He joked that his wife was chill. I realized I was the punchline. A client-adjacent PR rep. He suggested we sync after hours when calendars are quieter. I thought I was crazy for thinking it was weird. The folder grew teeth and a table of contents. Meredith texted me. He told HR you deep-faked him. Bun, a beat later. We verified hashes, device time sync, and angle triangulation. He cited AI. They cited Shay256. Corporate calm landed like a gavel. Slack allegedly opened #cleanup crew. Someone posted a Ring doorbell gif doing jazz hands. HR pinned resources. Legal pinned consequences. The in-laws tried to set the narrative like a table. Maybe if you... I forwarded timestamps and the porch light blinking Morse for stop. 3 dots. Scene. Then a fruit basket arrived addressed for the children, starched with performative pineapple. I sliced melon, composted theater. Lisa's lawn sprouted a for sale sign with hopeful punctuation. Listing photos wore apology throws and lemons that had never lived there. Cozy entertainer's porch, the caption smiled, and the internet politely discussed roof age while reading betrayal in the staging. Craig shepherded buyers with the voice of a man who will not discuss ghosts. He nodded at me once across the street, the brief nod men reserve for funerals and wars. I returned the exact nod back. Truce isn't friendship, it's a quiet lane. At school, the PTA used logistics like a balm. Dawn pressed cupcakes into my palm with medic seriousness. "Vanilla," she whispered, as if flavor were confidentiality. My son's teacher emailed. He drew a dinosaur with a lock on its house. I cried in the car, then labeled that cry safe grief and went inside with sunglasses that could testify. A micro story. The neighbor teen mowing my lawn sent a Venmo request for 1 lemonade. I paid with a tip and a memo. Emotional labor surcharge. The retired judge slipped me a post-it. Chain intact. I pressed it into the binder like a leaf from the day my spine grew back. He texted from an extended stay motel, photo of a waffle iron in a beige lobby. "This place is depressing." "Consequences love beige," I answered. "Also 3 a.m. That's when the air mattress remembers who it is." He asked for a saucepan. I offered a paper plate. He went quiet, which is a sound I've prayed for. The biggest consequence didn't trend. It lived at home. Our house stopped holding its breath. The fridge hummed a normal C note. Keys meant only entry, not suspense. I bought 3 plants that thrive on neglect and named them HR, alimony, and custody. They adored the light. On our block, the ring thread returned to raccoons laundering bubble wrap. Under the trash reminder, Janet wrote, "And truth daily." No one replied with a gif. The street had learned the usefulness of silence. Multiple women. A pattern, not an episode. A job gone. A house quiet. A neighborhood that watched angles and learned mercy. And in the middle, me and 2 kids eating Tuesday tacos at a table that finally belonged to us. My phone face down, my porch light blinking only for pizza. Co-parenting on hard mode. So, parenting with a man who thought Ring cameras were decorative is like assembling IKEA with 3 mystery screws and Latin instructions. The court gave us a template. Primary to me, alternating weekends to him, Wednesday dinners, exchanges at the police station because ambiance matters. The Hague, our parenting app, timestamps, tones, and tattles. It is my favorite petty robot. First exchange, he rolls up with a smoothie for himself and 0 snacks for the kids. "Traffic," he says. "Maple Street is empty except for a squirrel with opinions." I upload a 30-second street clip to The Hague with the
Caption. Road, clear. Excuse, not. The app replies, neutral acknowledgement, which I translate as grow up. Boundaries are a spreadsheet now, all communication in app. He tries FaceTime at 10:07 p.m. to show them a waffle. The Hague blocks, outside hours. He messages, "You're rigid." I respond, "I'm a calendar in a cute outfit." We keep it to logistics. Inhaler in front pocket, library book due Thursday, no inspirational quotes. Therapy starts. The counselor speaks fluent dinosaur. My son builds a T-Rex with a door on its chest. So feelings can go in and come out. My daughter whispers, "Our house is quiet in a good way." I want to embroider that on the curtains. He pushes for 50-50 plus weekends.
Math not recognized by competent courts. The judge arches an eyebrow that files motions and says, "Be serious." He pivots to optics. At pickup, he's wearing my college sweatshirt. Our daughter points. "That's Mom's." He grins. "It's ours." I feel heat crawl up my neck. "Return clothing that is not yours," I say. The lobby air crystallizes. He peels it off like symbolism and stands in a ribbed undershirt and regret. The officer sips his coffee and pretends not to watch. Micro incident. Sunscreen. They come back pink like shrimp. I add sunscreen to the transition list, laminate it, slide it into the backpack with pajamas, toothbrushes, 2 comfort items, and 1 negotiable stuffy. Next week, they return shellacked. Overcorrection as a love language. He debuts theme nights. Taco Tuesday, Waffle Wednesday, Ferret Friday. Don't ask. They come home sticky and bright-eyed. Fun is fun, safety is safety, I chant, checking seatbelt habits, bedtimes, toothbrushing, backpacks. He brags in app. We stayed up for a movie. I reply with a screenshot of Tuesday morning meltdowns and line. Please return children rested. The Hague stamps civility maintained, which is bureaucrat for good boundary. He tries to triangulate through the kids. Tell mommy daddy might take you to Disney. I message, please do not use hypotheticals to manage feelings. He replies, why are you like this? Because structure is mercy, sir. Manipulation attempt 1, schedule drift. Running 5 late. The app auto-prompts confirm revised time. He arrives 12 minutes late with helium balloons that say best dad. The desk officer snorts into his sleeve. I keep my face beige. The balloons ride home with me and squeak confession in the back seat. Attempt 2, hero edits. I bought them new shoes. You can return yours. I type. Please coordinate purchases in app. Their feet live in one set of rules. He reacts with a thumbs down emoji, which is how adolescents cope with governance. Attempt 3, sentimental bait. Can we talk without the app? No. The app is the only adult in the room who never forgets. I screen cap my own restraint like a sticker chart and give myself a gold star. We invent the backpack audit. Before exchange, I lay items on the counter, take a photo. Pajamas, socks, workbook, inhaler, bunny. After exchange, I photograph returns. Missing items trigger a Hague request with thumbnails. He tries. It's just a sweater. The app replies. All items sent should be returned. Bureaucracy, my beloved. Breakthrough on a rainy Wednesday. Our son refuses the handoff. Small body locked to my thigh. The kind of cry that peels paint. Old me would have canceled. New me remembers court orders and the therapist's script. I kneel. You are safe with Dad. You are safe with me. Your feelings can come too. I put the T-Rex with the chest door in his pocket. He nods. They go. I sit in the minivan and let one clean cry out into the fabric. Then text. Confirm arrived. He writes. Arrived. He's okay. My spine grows a ring you can't see. We split school events like ambassadors. Curriculum night, I take math. He takes art. We stand 2 chairs apart. Speak only in logistics. Pick up Friday. Cleats Saturday. Dentist Monday. This is the business of our shared customers. We color inside court-ordered lines so the kids can scribble freely again. He tries one last manipulation. Nostalgia. Remember our first apartment? I answer with the only sentence that keeps us honest. We will use the app. By month 3, the house stops bracing for garage doors. Bedtime happens on time. Snacks rotate. The kids stop weather-checking my face. My daughter hums again. My son sleeps through. The Hague pings. We respond. Co-parenting is not friendship. It's compliance with snacks, and every boring exchange is a bead on the same string. Peace on purpose. Reclaiming my life, label by label. I started small, the way you start a stalled heart. Labels and light. The pantry got snacks, kid snacks, and mom snacks. Do not negotiate. The junk drawer became chaos, but useful. His hoodies went into a box labeled return to sender, poor choices. Petty is cardio. It moves blood without leaving home. Silence changed texture. No garage door roulette, no key suspense. The house settled into a Smith. Round, honest hum, fridge, pencils, a cat judging me from ethical distance. My son laughed from the belly again. My daughter sang to her cereal. We inaugurated Home Peace Hour. Board games, no screens. The only drama is UNO. Can the house stay this quiet but happy? He asked. I said yes, like a contract. Therapy asked, where did you hand away your time? In the parking lot of other people's needs. Homework. Say no, out loud,
to no one. I walked past a laundry basket and didn't rescue it. It felt like theft. Turned out it was freedom. I joined a gym that scans my fob and my future. I jogged badly, gloriously, to a playlist I made called New Sheriff. Every mile said, "My nervous system tells the truth. My legs carry it." The group chat got office hours and the dawn rule. Only share what you'd write on a cake. Message volume halved. Sincerity doubled. When they asked for updates, I wrote, "I'm watering my plants." Speaking of, meet HR, alimony, and custody. 3 greens thriving on boundaries and light. We understand one another. The clip moved from open wound to labeled folder. It's proof, not pain. If doubt knocks at 2 a.m., I let the file names speak. Then I water HR and drink hot chocolate with the dignity I forgot I owned. Rituals returned with their shoes tied. Sunday pancakes. Tuesday tacos. Friday on-purpose fun. We wore capes to the car wash. My daughter declared us a league. My son decided our superpower is bedtime. I kept the binder, retired the battle, and started a new one, Future. It holds camp forms, passports, and a list titled Places We'll Go When Our Hearts Get Bored of This Story. Number 1, a cabin with terrible Wi-Fi. Number 2, anywhere our porch light blinks only for pizza. For anyone keeping score with their therapist, the 7-year itch isn't folklore. Studies show infidelity risk spikes around year 7. Roughly 20% of men and 13% of women report stepping out. Data is not destiny. Recovery has its own curve. Sleep returns, appetite normalizes, cortisol quiets, executive function puts its shoes back on. Validation is not vengeance. It's a blanket you earned. I taped 2 truths to the fridge. 1, cameras catch thieves. 2, truth keeps the house. I stopped listening for apologies I didn't order and started listening for water at a boil, crayons on paper, my feet on a floor that's mine. Label by label, I reclaimed rooms, then hours, then the story. Turns out, peace isn't loud. It's punctual. He walked out with a suitcase and a story no one's buying. I kept the keys, the kids, and a quiet that finally stays. If karmic doorbells and receipt-powered peace hit home, subscribe and drop your smartest petty but legal move in the comments. Want more? Watch the next story where a prenup clause boomerangs in court, clips a smug grin, and funds summer camp.